Hello YouTube, this is Urban Survivor here. Thanks for taking the time to check out this video today. This is going to be version 2 of my Urban Altoids Survival Tin. So yeah, as you can see, it doesn't quite close on its own. I did have to use some Ranger bands to keep it shut, but I think it's better to, make sure it's closed than run the risk of it just popping open and you spilling your stuff all over the place. So yeah, another thing cool about these Ranger bands is you can use them to start fires, which is very nice. So yeah, I'm gonna take these Ranger bands off and then I'll show you guys what's inside. So here's the kit with the lid popped open. As you can see, I keep 4 nails and a razor taped to the top, and then inside everything is just kind of stacked in there. So I'm going to lay everything out and then walk through why everything's included. Alright, so here are all of the items laid out. So we'll start up here, top corner. We have 2 alcohol prep pads here. Could be good for sanitizing a wound or starting a fire, something like that. We have a Band-Aid here, $20 bill. It's folded in, actually no, I have 40 bucks here, sorry. $20 isn't going to go too far these days, especially the way the dollar is getting devalued right now. So if you do need something, you might need to pay more for it. Maybe it's a ride, maybe it's food, maybe it's a cheap hotel room. $40 is going to go heck of a lot further than $20 will. Down here, this is basically it's a mini survival saw. It has something for a blade for wood and also one for steel. Have a couple different medications here. So these are basically Benadryl, which is good for like an allergic reaction. It has diphenhydramine in it as well, so you can use it as like a sleeping aid. If you're caught somewhere that you're having trouble falling asleep, it could be a good thing. These 2 over here are Aleve, and then this down here is like an anti-diarrhea pill. Here we have 2 Israeli water purification tablets. I think they each purify about a quart, roughly a liter of water, and I would go with this bag. Now this is one of these grocery bags that you used for produce at the grocery store, and they can hold water. So if you were in a pinch and you didn't have a way to collect water, you could use this bag, and then you could also make sure that it's sterile with the purification tablets. This is something that's been added in addition to the medication since my last video. There's a little pin up here. Maybe you keep your clothes together, something like that. Some salt. Maybe you need to improve the flavor or restore some electrolytes, something like that. This is one of these like cotton makeup removal type pads. It would be good as a fire starter. Moving on, we have a compass. Seems to point reasonably well to north. It's not something I would rely on, but it's good to have a backup. It'll give you a general idea of which way you're going. This is one of those nano stream lights. Had this in my last video as well, and also here I keep some batteries wrapped up in there, another set as well. But I just checked this thing. I haven't checked it in about a year, and the light's working really well. It's very bright, so yeah, no complaints there. And here is a lighter that's been wrapped with like a hemp cord. So good uses out of that for sure. Moving on, this is a Leatherman Micro. It's got scissors, tweezers, decent little knife on there, a couple other things. It's definitely a good multi-tool for its size. Can't really go wrong there. A couple of toothpicks could be used as tinder perhaps. Some Q-tips as well. Have one of these emergency whistles. It's pretty good. I cut it to make it take up less space because there was a lot of things I had to jam in the kit, so this gave me a bit of extra room. This here is a micro USB drive. I have some important data backed up on there, some family pictures, things like that. It's good to have in case you lose everything. At least you have your most basic stuff. And this is it's an 8 GB card, so not a whole lot of room, but definitely a decent amount of room. Moving on down here, this is a Fresnel lens. You can use this to start fire. Here is a decent amount of tin foil that's been folded up. You can actually basically layer the inside of the Altoids tin with this and kind of create almost like a pot, and then you can place the Altoids tin over a fire source and also use that to boil and sterilize water in a pinch, and then you can store it in the little bag that we have there too. These little crack lights right here, they're really dim, but if you really needed to see something small in the dark, they would help you out, but don't count on them to really provide much illumination. But definitely, like, if you had to deal with something that you were just working between your fingers, or a little tiny objects or something that you needed to see, you could probably even read with one of these if you needed to. Good to have. So I have 2 of those. This is a can opener, and over here some zip ties. Another thing I added since last time is some gold and silver bars. You might think this is a bit crazy, but you never know. I kind of put this in there for several reasons. One, it's a good store of wealth. So each one of these little gold bars is half a gram. So I have 2 grams in total, and that's worth roughly, I don't know, $75 today, give or take, which is decent for something that barely takes up the size of a Tic Tac when you stack it together. And then over here I have a 5-gram silver bar, which is pretty much worthless right now. It's maybe worth $3 or $4, but you never know. You might have to call on people for favors, and maybe they'll accept this as payment, depending on the company you keep and who you run into. They might prefer this over something like $20, so you never know. And they hardly take up any room, so I figured it couldn't go wrong keeping them in there. So yeah, let me know what you think of this kit. I think it's pretty comprehensive. If you think there's anything that needs to be added, let me know, and I'm happy to hear what you have to say. Alright, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or night wherever you are. Take care.